everyone and welcome to another Elliott Wave forecast video day. My name is Eric. Today is the 11th of June around 3 p.m. New York times, and today we're gonna make a video about a very interesting relationship that is taking place in the market between CHK, oil, and the commodity index. As everybody knows, we in Elliott Wave forecast we track over 100 instruments in the daily basis, and we provide the forecast for 78 of them in 4 different time frames, 4 times a day. But we keep a track of instruments that we don't cover because of a variety of reasons, including that we always trying to get the hint of the age that the market is giving us through sometimes the instrument that we cover and sometimes instrument that we don't cover. In this case, we're going to take a look at the commodity index. This is the commodity index, and it's an index, of course, of all commodities. But it's very well related with 2 very important instruments, CHK and also oil. This index has done from the peak in 2008 what it seems to be an ABC lower. And this instrument is within buying area, and this is the monthly chart. This buying area is reached the moment that it reached 1735, but most important, also this instrument already took these lows over here, which are the lows of 2016, which is agree with the low in oil and CHK. I want to mention the idea, and I want you to guys to understand the idea that this not necessarily means that neither oil or CHK they have to take these laws of over here of 2016, but no question asked. The idea that it took the lows and makes 5 wakes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 from this peak in 2011, it can open the downside in CHK and the downside in oil to another low or the break of this. But also now this is showing 5 wakes from here, so the market is at a very interesting stage, because the commodity index in this case is an ABC from the peak in 2018, is at the blue box, and CHK still there hasn't break the lows, and it is a possibility of making a marginal new low, but doesn't necessarily need to make a new low. The same way with oil, it rallied very well from that low, and it seems to be the safest one out of the 3 to hold the 2016 low. So at this stage, what we're saying is that as far as the commodity index is holding these highs of 2018, and also in extension the highs here in April of this year, extension lows can happen. But we have to understand what type of trader are each one of us. If you are a long-term investor that you want to buy for the long term, you should be buying here. If you are one of those short cycles traders, you have to trade a trend line, trace a trend line there, onto that doesn't breach, you don't commit to the long side. In other words, the daily cycle is short, it's extreme. The 4-hour cycle is short, it's showing the minimum amount of swing. The 1-hour cycle is short against April of this year. The same can be said about CHK. Another low to around over here, another low over here to around over here around 112 50 is possible. Nothing deny that. But CHK do not have to break this. Now, if we do overlay CHK over here to the commodity index over here, it's very easy to figure it out and understand that they are the same identical trade. Same high here in 2008, same high here, same high here. And like I say, it's not necessary that CHK take these lows, but it's possible that we can see a marginal new low. The same way, if I add oil to this equation or this long-term chart, we are able to see that the three of them, they are, without a doubt, providing is the same identical chart. Now, these are the things that we look in Elliott Wave forecast that most people, most followers, and most people do not look at it, which is the identical relationship between CHK, oil, and commodity index. And what we're saying is that we are at a stage right now in which we are in buying areas. But the shorter cycles, without a doubt, I mean the 1 hour cycles, is still bearish against the peak that oil took in April, that CHK took in April. And that another extension against April lower, it can happen. That doesn't change the view that if you are a long-term investor, you should be buying already. But the 1 hour chart is still open the possibility as far as April is holding that we can see another leg lower in the three of them. Oil reacted very well, and I'm going to put right here the 1 hour chart, the 4 hour chart that we were showing to members. At one moment, let me see if I can grab it. Oil reacted very well. The same with CHK, reacted very well to a blue box 1 hour, 4 hour chart reaction here late in April. And CHK, after reaching the 3 weeks putback over here and reaching the 100%, reacted lower. Now we are within bouncing area. Like I said earlier, this law doesn't need to break. These are bouncing area. And as far as this remains in place, sellers are in control. But we have the warning already that the commodity index is an ABC and a blue box. That oil seems very poised to hold the lows. CHK is kind of borderline. But as an investor or as a trader, you need to know if you are a 1 hour trader, you should be selling any bounce here in 3 way. If you are a long-term investor, you should be buying the commodity index, you should be buying oil around here, and you should be also long CHK. Even if it breaks this law, it doesn't make any difference if you are a long-term investor. Sometimes knowing your personality or what you're expecting as a trader or investor is what makes the difference between a trader that loses at the end or a successful trader or investor. This is how we look at the market in Elliott Wave forecast, different than most. The proof, 3 different instruments, the same chart, and how the commodity index is telling me that the time that CHK start to rally is around the corner. We recommend as a long-term investor to be long already. As a short cycle, there is no reason why to be long yet. That's everything for today. If you like the video or you would like to understand more about how the market works, subscribe. We have a free trial here, no cost. You can cancel after 14 days and enjoy how the market works and how the market relate, most important, to each other. Thank you all and have a good rest of the day. Thank you, guys.